uh, the new topics in graphics and multimedia is various attributes of images. So as you know, there are images which are very important part of graphics. Now you have to understand the various attributes associated with images. Computers know nothing about images, or tone, color, truth, beauty, or art. All kinds of nitty stuff. But at its heart, it pretty much all comes down to pixel. You know, uh, because as I said, this is the very uh, fundamental element of images whatsoever is pixel. Image has different attributes like size, color, bit, depth, and resolution. So we'll discuss these attributes in detail in the slides to come. Image size. What is image size? Image size is the term given to describe the height and width of an image in pixels. Maximum image size is determined by the megapixels of a given camera. For example, a 10 megapixel camera will give a maximum image size of 2592 by 3872 pixels. This is the size of the image. Maximum image size can be taken with the help of 10 megapixel camera. The size of a graphics file is also measured in bytes. That is another way of measuring the size of the file. But generally, it is the dimensions, height, and the width of the pixel. Now, another characteristics, another attribute, what you say, is color. That is image color. A digital color image is a digital image that includes color information for each pixel. A color image has three values or channels, generally you say, per pixel, and they measure the intensity and luminance of light. What color of light is there? The actual information stored in the digital image data is the brightness information in each spectral band of the image or that channel. So that is another characteristics of image, that is color. Now you come to image bit depth. What this characteristics says about attribute says about the images. Bit depth is the attribute that dictates how many shades or colors the image can contain. I mean how many different colors it can take, because each pixel's tone or color is defined by one or more numbers. The range in which those numbers can fall dictates a range of possible values for each pixel, and thereby and hence the total number of colors that particular image. So I mean the number of colors depends upon the bit depth of that particular image or shade of gray that the image can contain. For example, in a 1-bit image, if an image is having 1-bit depth, one in which each pixel is represented by 1 bit of information, basically either a 1 or a 0, because that bit can take either of the values, either 0 or 1. Okay, now each pixel is either 1 on or off, obviously either it shall be having a 0 or 1, which usually mean you are having a black and white picture. Or when you are having multiple color images, then you can say this particular image bit depth. So I mean it can rise to so many different colors, as in the previous video also, as we said, if there are 2 raised power 32 bits, I mean if the depth is 32, so I mean 2 raised power 32 different colors can be produced with that depth. Now another characteristics is image resolution. Now resolution is a very important part of image characteristics. That is, resolution refers to the number of pixels in an image. So more the number of pixels, more the clear images. So resolution is sometimes identified by the width and height of the image as well as the total number of pixels in the image. For example, an image that is 2048 pixels wide and 1536 pixels high, that is 2048 by 1536 contains, you just can say multiply uh, 3145728 pixels. You're just multiplying these number 2048 into 1536. These number of pixels or 3.1 megapixel is the resolution of that particular image. More the number of pixels, more the higher resolution images. That's a high definition image we can just categorize into that. Now you come to these were the attributes of the image. Now after discussing the attributes of the image, you are having various images file formats, features and limitations. I mean, you must have come across various file formats like JPG, PDF, so and so on, so forth, JPG, PNG, JPEG. Okay, but when it comes to graphics, then you are having some of the very prominent few more formats of the images. So image file formats are standardized means of organizing and storing digital images. And image file formats may store data in an uncompressed format, a compressed format, which may be lossless or lossy, or a vector format. Image files are composed of digital data in one of these formats so that the data can be rasterized for use on a computer display or printer. Getting the point? Why we need all that? Just to have display over the, or you can take print of those things, those images basically. There are different file formats like BMP, DIB, EPS, PAC, and TIFF or TIFF in short. So we'll discuss these in the next slides to come. Let's say BMP file formats. What is BMP file format? It's window bitmap basically. Handles graphics files within the Microsoft Windows operating system only. So when, as we all know, we are quite familiar with Windows operating system, which was developed by Microsoft. So all the images, all the graphic images, which are handled by Windows operating system, they all use BMP file format. Typically, BMP files are uncompressed and therefore large and lossless. When you are not compressing some files, it means you are not losing any data, and they are large in size. Obviously, when you are not compromising with the quality and you are not compressing the file, it means you are not losing anything. Basically, it is lossless and therefore large also. Their advantage is their simple structure and wide acceptance in Windows program. Basically, why they are important? Because they are simple in structure and wide acceptance in Windows program, and that's why they are very widely used in Windows operating system. Device independent bitmap, it's another format for files, image files in the graphics. A device independent bitmap is a raster image file that is similar in structure to the standard bitmap files, BMP. It contains a color table that describes a mapping of RGB colors to the pixel values. This enables DIB to represent image on any device. That's why it is device independent, because it is mapping you with the RGB standard, red, green, and blue colors. It contains a color table that describes the mapping of RGB. Okay, colors to the pixel values. So that's why this enables DIBs to represent image on any device, because when you are mapping, you are able to map anything to the present scenario or to the different structures. Then it becomes independent of that particular device. Now EPS is another format for images. It is short for what? Encapsulated PostScript is a vector format designed for printing to PostScript printers and image setters. It is considered the best choice of graphics format for high resolution printing of illustrations. So it is having a specific use. The use is best choice for graphics format for high resolution printing, wherever, because it is also not compromising with the quality. It is printing as such. It is getting the picture. It shall not be compressing the file, that thereby maintaining the quality of the picture. So it is preferred there. EPS files are created and edited in illustration programs such as Adobe Illustrators. They are producing the exact quality, or the very high quality graphics are needed. Wherever the high quality graphics are needed, you are using EPS formats. Now you are having another format, that is PIC. The PIC format, or the picture, is a device independent raster image format. The file header stores the information about the display hardware, screen resolution, color depth, and palette information, bit planes, and so on, separately from the actual image information, basically, allowing the image to be properly transferred and displayed on computer system with a different hardware. So now you see there are different systems are having different kinds of hardware. Sometimes it becomes very important when you are transferring some image from one system to another system of different quality. So there you are using this format, that is a raster image format. It is a raster image format. Though you are also saying, so this device independent bitmap, this is also a raster image file format because it is also independent. Okay, so that is another kind of what do you say, file format, which is also an independent file format, allowing the image to be properly transferred and displayed on the computer system with different hardware. Okay. Now we are having another format, that is TIFF, tagged image file format. This is a flexible format, usually using either the TIFF or TIFF file name extension. The tag structure was designed to be easily extendable, and many vendors have introduced proprietary special purpose tags, with the result that no one reader handles every flavor of TIFF files. TIFF can be lossy or lossless. It is flexible. It's quite flexible format for images. It can be lossy, it can be lossless as well, depending on the technique chosen for storing the pixel data. Whatsoever the technique you are using for the storing the pixel data, if you want to make it lossy or you want it lossless, you see, if you are having a lossy compression, it means you are compromising with the quality of the image, whether it is visible or not, because there is some capability of your human eyes. If they are able to recognize certain difference by your naked eyes, then it's fine. If it's not able to, so you will compress that file, but it's quite okay, you are fine with that particular example. But when you are compressing something, you are losing some information, you are losing some data, and it is lossy, but you are compromising with the quality, then it is not serving any purpose. Up to the extent when you are able to view a image with this quality and it is lossless, it is fine, or it is lossy, it's fine. So it depends upon the image you are looking for, right? Okay, if you're looking for lossless, it's TIFF can be lossless. If you want to have lossy image information, then you can also use the TIFF. It is a flexible, quite flexible format. Okay, these were the different file formats which you are using, which you are handling while working with graphics in multimedia. As multimedia is quite important, the graphics plays a significant role in multimedia. So thank you very much.